Everybody has problems. Why would you want to add more problems? Especially if you're doing it on purpose. Let me purposely add these problems just to add some more problems to my life. That's not the case. You add your own problems, self-inflicted problems, self-inflicted adversity, self-inflicted compressions. It's conditioning, it's training, it's getting your mind right so you can have the right mindset to handle these problems that you put together for yourself. Now, what would be a way to put a self-inflicted problem? Doing the things that you don't like doing. That's just the simplest way. Today I washed my trash cans. I don't like washing my trash cans. My big trash cans for the outside trash. So boom, I don't like doing that. I do it anyways. Oh, it's too cold. I'll wait till, oh, perfect. It would make it more complicated. Let me do it today. Oh, I don't have soap. Oh, tell you what, that just makes it a little bit more entertaining. Let me go buy the soap so I can wash my trash cans specifically for that, because it's so easy for me to complain. That's a self-inflicted issue. You're creating your own issue. Now, while this is happening, I make sure that it's at a level enough towards like, oh yeah, no, this is bothering me. This is definitely a buzzkill. This is definitely something that's throwing a wrench in my just regular day activity. I could be doing something else. I could be working on something else. I could be brainstorming something else. I could be making a video, hanging out with my dogs. I could be doing so many other things. Yeah, this is definitely something I don't want to do. Perfect. Now, I do it, and I do it with the best attitude. I'm grateful for whatever's going on there. I'm so glad that the store is open. I have stores available where I could go buy the soap that I need to wash my trash cans. I'm glad that there's a brush available here, that I don't have to go searching for a brush. There's already a brush here. I'm glad that we have running water. There's hose, little grass area where I could wash it. I'm so glad for the fact that we have trash service here. That's so cool. And they provide us with these big, heavy duty trash cans. So glad that, and this is all as I'm washing it, as my hands are getting wet, my pants are getting wet. I have to change, and mud a little bit, grass on the hose. It's getting, water's dripping on my thing here. Soap is splashing on my phone. Yeah, I find all this great stuff. No complaining, no whining, no bitching, none of that. I miss some offer on my phone because my hands are all soapy and dirty and I don't want to touch my phone, so I miss out on an opportunity. I don't complain. All I do is I find the goodness in what it is that I'm doing that I didn't want to do. What that does, and ever since I started doing this not very long ago, you got to remember, I just started this not too long ago. I learned about this exercise and I applied it, and it works. Just like everything that I talk about here. Anything that I talk about here is because I learned it, I applied it, and it gave me a positive result. I made progress with it. I fixed myself. I had something that wasn't working. I had something that was broken. I had something that there was a pain point in my life. I tried something, and it's working. It's working to heal me. It's working to make me better, stronger, move up, be at a higher vibration, be closer to my purpose, which is becoming the version of me that I would admire, so I could help others do the same. That's why I share it. So I did it with other stuff in the past, that just using the trash can example, because that happened today. And what happens is it keeps me from being a whiner. It keeps me from being a complainer when life throws issues at me, when life throws adversity at me, problems, challenges, compressions. Because I've done it on my own with the problems that I step into. I learn not to complain, I learn not to whine, and I learn to be grateful. So when life happens for me, remember, because it doesn't happen to me, I apply the strength and the conditioning that I learned from my self-inflicted problems, from my self-inflicted adversities. Now I know that when something happens, I'm like, life happens for me, not to me. There's something to learn here, and to be thankful about something within the situation. And then go heads up with the situation. Don't avoid it. Don't distract myself from it. Don't say, oh, it's okay. Say, no, this is messed up, but it happens for me. Let's learn what we're going to learn. Come on, bring it. Let's see. Let's learn more than what we think we're going to learn. We're going to learn 4, 5, 6, 10 things. Let's go. I'll take it. I want this wisdom because I know there's a reward by seeing it that way. Veils are open. Curtains will open. I'll move up a step because I took it like a champ, because I took the situation, the adversity, not as a whiner, not as a self-victimizing person, not as a complainer, but somebody who's wanting to learn to get the juiciness out of life's adversities, because that's where the wisdom comes. You're not given this adversity just for because luck of the draw. It makes you. It moves you up. It gives you wisdom. Instead of just saying, oh, yeah, I've been through life's experiences. Yeah, but did you learn from those experiences? Did you repair yourself from those experiences? Did you gain the wisdom from those experiences? Those like, oh, I've been through so many years of life. I'm, same age, and I've been through experiences too. It's like, yeah, but did you learn from them, or did they just tear you down? And now you're more of a whiner and a complainer and a self-victimizer. Or did you grab the experience and absorbed all the wisdom, gained all the wisdom, opened up all these curtains, opened up all these new levels, went up a few steps, and now you can help others. Help others by how? Hey, you know what? When this happened to me, I learned this. With that wisdom, I did this, this, and this. Versus, oh yeah, that happened to me. It was messed up, man. That's you. I hope that never happens to you. If you see that happen to you, man, you better get ready because it's messed up. What'd you gain out of that? You're complaining about what happened to you, and you're telling somebody you hope it doesn't happen to them. That's the good part. I hope it doesn't happen to you. But if it does, get ready to complain because it's going to be messed up. It's going to hurt. Now you get into some karmatic debt because now you're bringing somebody down and telling them not to be at a high vibe. You receive what you put out. It's like, come on. If you gain the wisdom, if you stop being a victim and you gain the wisdom from these tough situations that life throws at you, which is what it's supposed to be. That's the whole trip on life, is to be here in this journey, go up the hill, fall a couple of times, get back up, get hurt along the way, get just scars, but not complain, not whine, not bitch. Embrace it, learn from it. Life happens for me, not to me. There's something to learn here. Gain the wisdom. Then go to your loved ones and tell them, hey, this is what I learned. This is how I fixed myself. This is how I repaired myself from those wounds, from those, their scars, because this is how I turned them into scars because they were open wounds. And this is what I got out of it. This is all the greatness I got out of it. Now you know. Now you don't have to go through the same issue because I'm giving you the wisdom. I'm giving you the knowledge. When you have that attitude, which is tough, it's tough to have that kind of attitude. It's easier just to get pissed, to get angry, to throw a fit, to whine, to complain. Did it all my life. By doing this exercise, though, you have a controlled situation. Instead of washing the dishes, finishing, thinking you're done, you walk by 10 minutes later and there's already 4 dishes. Instead of complaining and whining and gonna go nag at the person who put the dishes there, opportunity to condition my ability to not become a self-victim when adversity happens. Awesome, dishes. I get to wash those. My hands work. My legs could walk me to the thing, or I could make my way over, whichever way you make your way over to the sink. I'm so glad we have running water. I'm so glad I have soap. I'm so glad I have this scrub daddy to scrub the dishes. I'm so glad that whoever put the dishes in here was able to eat. There was food. And you just wash them. I'm glad I got this little tray here to drip them. So you can get so creative. You start getting creative because the practice, the repetition gives you experience. It gives you practice to do it and be creative every time you have the ability, the chance, the opportunity to be thankful about a tough situation. It sounds silly if you've never done it. It's like, oh, that's weak sauce. That's being a pushover. That's getting punked. That's people letting him walk all over you. that could be a way to see it. That's a low vibing way to see it, victim mindset. If you flip the script though and turn it and say, I'm going to operate from an abundance mindset with faith, with discipline, do the hard, live hard so life gets easy. I challenge you, try it. Try it next time you think that some bullshit is happening to you. As simple as that, the whole dishes thing. Or someone leaves, you have freshly cleaned up a table and some of your loved ones left something on the table. Clean it up with a good attitude. And if you see that there's a coachable moment, say it in the most coolest, nicest way. The day after, later on. Hey, I got those dishes for you that you left there. Let's try to keep this table clean, but I already cleaned it. You'll put yourself in a winning position. You'll put yourself in a learned position because you'll gain the wisdom that came out of doing it. Not just doing it, because you could do it in a bad mood. You could do it all whiny, complaining, still get it done. And while you're doing it, you're just blowing off steam. You ain't going to gain nothing out of that. You're just doing it and still being someone who's at a low vibe, a self-victimizing person. But if you do it and you're thankful and you know that life's happening for you, not to you, and you find the goodness in what you're doing, sometimes just within seconds, minutes, you'll gain the wisdom. You'll get this giggle from inside that you can't stop because you're learning something. You're getting it. You feel the download of what you're supposed to be learning. Once you taste it once, I got to do this a lot. I got to do this a lot. The next thing you know, life's going to come, hit you with something. It could be small, it could be medium, could be a little big, and you have this, you apply. It's like, this is it. I can apply it now. You apply it and you see how it works. It takes practice. It takes conditioning. You might fall off the first time. You might sabotage it and just self-sabotage, mess up, and just go to your old ways. But because you already tasted how good it is to be disciplined, how good it is to side with abundance, you won't want to go back to your old ways. Even if you mess up a little bit, you're like, that's how I used to be all the time. I don't want to be like that no more. And you keep on practicing. Then the next issue is going to come because life's going to continue to throw issues. That's just the way it works. Then you apply it. Then you'll successfully apply it all the way through. And you'll see, it's like, wow, this is what he meant. This is what we're supposed to, that you learn stuff. Yeah, you do learn some stuff. You do gain some wisdom. And you come out on top. You don't come out as a whining, losing, self-victimizing, bitcher complainer. No. You come out in beast mode. You come out of it in beast mode. Like, yeah, I beat it. What? Couldn't bring me down. I got it. Not only did I come out not upset, I gained wisdom. And I can teach the wisdom now to my loved ones.